Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
All right, good day, everyone. Yes, as you can see, I am not at home. Yes, so again, thank you so much for being ever so patient. At this point, you already know. All right, she keeps on changing the time. What time is she really gonna go live? Right, so I was trying to go live from the beachfront. But the thing is, there's so much festivity, there's a lot of music, dancing. It would have been so fun to bring that to you as well. But I might have, very terrible community strikes because of the music. So I had to rush back to my room, set it up in here, and greet you all a happy 2026. I saw Marian earlier on in the chat, and I believe it's already New Year's Day for them, right? Because Australia is ahead of us by depending on where you are in Australia, between 2 to 3 hours. So first and foremost, let's do the tech. Can you hear me? Can you? Vicky said she's already having. Yes, actually. All right, but don't worry, guys, because as promised, I want to share with you some of it. I've been taking videos since guys, I haven't slept. Remember, I ended my live stream with Delise. Thank you so much, Delise. About 12, and then I had to finish my KCC video, and then after that, I finished editing about 3 a.m. and my flight is at 6, so I had to rush to the airport. And when I got to I couldn't really sleep on the plane, and then on the way here, of course, I met my super duper, awesome crafty friend Susan, who is hosting me and my kids and my nanny for this New Year episodes, right? So I'm gonna be coming live again here, hopefully tomorrow, if I can figure out the tech, right? So as promised, why did I say paradise? Because actually, this is one of the best beaches, not just in the Philippines, but in the world. Yes, Jay, happy 2026, and thank you so much for staying, my friends, even though I kept moving from 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. You can hear me. Thank you, Jay. It's already 2026 here, 12:48. Woohoo! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Marian. One of the blessings is having you all, as friends in the community. You can see. All right. Thank you so much, my dear friends. I will go. Of course, Linda was here earlier. Maligayang bagong taon. That's how we say Happy New Year in Filipino. Maligaya, happy, bagong, new taon year. Maligayang bagong taon. There you go. I know some church friends in that arrange who are quite the characters too. One of the gals is almost 93 and quite a number. She's a lot of fun. I've been learning how to play. I don't know how to pronounce that. I would not even try. But that sounds it's 50 minutes to Billings from my house. All right, so I know it's morning time for you for, New Year's Eve. All right, so there's no guest today. I really just wanted to come in here and greet you all a happy new year, and of course share with you some sneak peeks of what I've been doing the whole day and where I am. All right, so here it goes. All right, so okay, but this is already this just a few, like, okay, let us go back to, hold on, I'm trying to figure out where I am going to start, my friend, so bear with me. All right, it was really raining quite hard. Actually, a B-boy, when we arrived, was so sad. This was earlier. Okay, so this was, the resort preparing for the New Year's Eve countdown. So, of course, while they're preparing, yours truly just had to, take a sneak peek and, go around. So, all I've been doing today, I think I've already gained maybe 5 kilos. All I have been doing is eating, nonstop eating. That is made from sand, my friends. So, the locals here created that sand, structure. It says 2026, and later on you will see it lit up. Okay, and because it was, for the nighttime episode, event. All right, and then so this is the beach front. Okay, at the outside of Seawind where I am. Okay, I just want to show you a sneak peek of the menu, okay, that we actually ate earlier on. So this was what was served for the dinner, and this would go on till till we welcome the new year, right? So Seawind is always my home away from home when I am in Boracay, and it's super craft friendly because of course the owner, okay, Susan, is a crafty, okay, person as well, just like us, and she was with me earlier on in my live streams while we were still stuck at home about 2, 3, 4 years ago, right? But when life started to open up again, of course, everybody got busy, and she is most often than not, okay, either here in the US and Canada. So she divides her time with the whole year between those three places. So it's harder to actually go live with her as well. But it's such a blessing to be able to be with her as well. All right, so let's move on. So this was again, okay, you've seen that, okay. So let's see, where is that? Okay, you've seen that. What am I doing? Okay, maybe this. All right, so this is already the dinner time, right? So I arrived a little bit about maybe 8 p.m. Philippine time. So that's about 6 p.m. if you're CST, or 5 p.m. Or even, or rather 5 a.m. Okay, Eastern. All right, so this is the buffet set up. So yes, of course, you would see a lot of organic and Filipino themed bamboos and stuff like that. This is basically what you see. So you see they what do you call that? They use shells. Big what do you call those shells? Not oyster shells, right? And this is Russian salad. And then this is what we call lechon, my friends. This is actually like excuse me for those who are vegetarian. So pig in a stick, and then they cook it. It's very, very delicious. So I'm moving so fast, sorry guys, right? So I didn't want to keep the line, but do you see the array of food that you can just from pasta to different, there's even different kinds. So you have even what do you call this, aglio olio, pastel, chicken pastel. This is chicken inasal, one of my favorites, right? And of course, we're coming up to the dessert, and you know how I love desserts, right? Of course, there's the fruits. That's turon. Leche flan's my favorite, and of course, there's watermelon, right? So there, those are just some of the food that we had for dinner, and I'm super, super full, right? So basically, that's how we celebrate the new year, right? So we have dinner, and then there is actually a lot of music there. I just had to mute it. There's actually a band on the side, and later on, I think that it already started. There's gonna be a DJ. So dancing, dancing until we welcome the new year, right? So that is it. Okay, I think I've showed you everything. Oh, no, 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 no. Where's the one that, oh, okay, look, this is the table setting, right? So the this one, the one that says 2026. Yeah, so each of I mean plates in the table have that. So everybody has this. So if you have seen my post okay, on YouTube, okay, I am wearing, so my kids and I were wearing that, right? Okay. So there I was going around the different tables showcasing, what it actually looks like. I am trying to look for the sign, the sand creation that's already like lit up at night. There you go. All right. So again, I am in Seawind Boracay. Right. This is in Station 1 in the event that you get the chance to visit the Philippines and would like to go to the beach, then this is absolutely where it is, right? So at the back of that pitch black thing you see at the back, that is the beach front. And later, that is where the fireworks is gonna happen. And yes, I will absolutely, definitely go live again at midnight here in the Philippines. All right, so now I'm gonna catch up with the chat. All right, so we have Reagan. Hi, Reagan. A big feast. Yes, it is. So actually, when we had our craft getaway here in the Philippines, this is where I did that, right? So, and the setup is very, very similar. So I hope that, if ever we get to do this again, that we can have you here. We could invite you over, right? So just finish cooking. Gosh, I'm so tired. Exactly. So that's another thing. Zell is also, Sprinkle with Cards is also in the Philippines. And really, when it comes to New Year, we also have this tradition where before the new year comes, you should have, like, I forgot how many, Zell, different kinds of fruits that are round, right? Because they say it brings like fortune, good luck for the coming year. How about you guys? Is there something like a tradition for you, or where you are, or in your family, when you welcome the new year? So yes, new year here in the Philippines is like more festive, more happenings. Christmas is more, a quiet time with family, reunions and stuff. But New Year, of course, it always ends with fireworks, right? So fireworks will be done, in the beachfront, and I will go live for you for that later on, right? So we will welcome the New Year here in the Philippines before you actually welcome the New Year where you are, right? So depending on where you are, I am about 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hours ahead, right? Thank you so much, my dear friends, for being here. So the dinner is New Year's Eve. Yes, so we celebrate Christmas Eve. So we celebrate more than New Year's Eve. So the actual New Year, that's when everybody just kind of rests, relax, yeah, like that, right? But the festivities is really New Year's Eve dinner, and then dancing, and then eating, nonstop dancing, eating, right? And then chatting with friends and family, and then the fireworks. So with you guys in the US, I've spent several New Year's as well in the US before with my relatives. We would watch the ball in Times Square fall on TV. Right? So, and then, very similar. It's just that for us, we really have like big fireworks here. It must be warm. I see a lot of fans. Yes, because that's open space, right? It is. It is. It is hot. And you see my what I'm wearing, right? So it's ta-da! It's sparkly, sparkly, right? And I think this is kind of like the theme color of the year. The Pantone color of the year is very similar, but lighter than this, right? So it's like very off white, or very, very light gray. I don't know exactly what the name is, but I know that I'm going back in the chat, go backwards. Yes, thank you so much, Vicky. How we were talking, Susan and I were talking. It was like, how I wish I could bring you all here. All right. I will still do a video of, everything so that you can, really see it more better because, the way because I actually recorded as well on a different camera. So this was basically more coming from my phone. Yes, yes, sandcastle. So they can create like if you have a birthday or a wedding, right? So you can also do that. You're right. Yes, this where I am, Sea Wind, Boracay, has the biggest beach front here in Boracay. And the white beaches, very very fine as far as the eyes can see. It's miles and miles long of sandy white beaches. So tomorrow, when it's hopefully, I really am praying that we won't have rains. Yes, we did, Jay. This is actually the same place where we did the craft getaway. Yes. Happy New Year again. And yes, of course, Marian, Happy New Year. Marian amongst us. I think there's also Wendy. Right? So Wendy is also from Australia. So definitely Happy New Year already to you. How's the new year already? Okay, Marian and Wendy. We have the paradise of 15 degrees of snow. Oh my goodness. Can I just have the snow, Jay, but without the 15 degrees? Yes, I was. And I was eating big time. Yes, actually, yes, this is my room. So, I will do it, like the old rooms where you can have like shades on the sides of the bed, right? So it's that kind of room. It's a very traditional room, and I'll do a room tour video of this later on. Okay, did talk about being in paradise. Yes. Hopefully, you brought all her crafting supplies. I did, Jay, because um Susan and I are gonna be crafting maybe on Jan 2, right? So with me, I just hope I can do the tech, right? So there you go. Here she comes. Yes. Oh my goodness, making a flip-flop journal would be easy. And oh, okay, I would love that at how-to videos. Okay, so everybody was talking, about journals and junk journaling. Yes, I really had fun. I will complete that junk journal that Vicky and I, started with. Right, so there I got caught up going back. Okay, in the chat. Right, so yes, that's Zell. Yes, Vicky, it's okay. It's okay. You know how long it took me to differentiate Zell between Wims, between KM in the past. It's okay. I'm heartmate. Okay, sprinkle with cards and whimsical thoughts. I would always mix up their names. Like I would always mix up Cordelia and Vicky and everybody's names in the chat oftentimes, right? So there you go. Yes. All right. So basically, that's it, my friends. Again, it's been 365,600 minutes. Do you remember that song from Rent, right? Seasons of Love. I super love that song. And then basically, as I mentioned in my post, right? So the greatest thing is that of love. All right. Of course, for me and my family, it is the love that exudes that come from our Creator, Jesus Christ, right? So again, I would like to wish you all a happy, happy New Year. And I will go live later in the beach, on the beachfront for the fireworks. I just hope that I can really get enough signal to bring that to you live. Otherwise, it will have to be probably just normally the fireworks would last maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so I don't know if that can still be considered as shorts, but I would love to bring that to you as well. Okay, so what's coming up in 2026? So many. And I'm super excited. But the things that we have loved and I have loved doing, okay, in 2025. Of course, we'll still, okay, continue on. Of course, my collaboration with Jay is going to continue, right? So we love doing our, Bible study, faith journaling together. And of course, in January, it's Jay's turn to lead, right? So I hope that you would join us there. Of course, in January, I always do my one word, okay, for the year, right? So watch out for that. And in January, expect a lot of planner episodes. And if you want more, if you're preparing your journals, your planners, and you want more inspiration, I highly recommend Marian Cresp in the chat, right? She basically has done all different kinds of journals you can think of, right? So from A5, A6, Happy Planners, Hobonichi, she has done it all. And she even has her own, right? And more than that, her planners are, for me, my planners are more for really, decorating. I love, doing all the things. But with Marian, it also involves productivity and, mental health care, right? So a way to help us with that. Right? Yes, Happy New Year, Reagan. Happy New Year, Vicky. It is the time to plan things. Exactly. So that's why in January, expect a lot of those. And of course, I would love to come as a guest. All right, on Vicky's channel, if and when, okay, she decides to, start live streaming. Okay, and I would love to continue, collaborating with her with junk journals because I really want to do more junk journals. All right, and maybe my dear friends, you can also join us, right? So, up in the works also is, probably a collaboration with the Liz and others who love to work with vintage stuff, right? Because we realize that there's just many things we cannot let go of. Right? So a lot of people are able to de-stash. I can't just yet, but I know that's not healthy, right? So it's something that I need to work with as well in the coming year. But what I do in lieu of that is I share it, right? So I do have Joyful Crafters Club, which I have neglected, okay, for the past couple of years. And this 2026, I will really be more active in that so that we have a place to actually call, our home after, my live streams and stuff. Although we see each other in our other friends' communities as well. And that is absolutely awesome. And yes, for sure. Oh my gosh. All right, Vicky, I will screenshot this Wednesday, December 31, 10:07 p.m. Philippine time and date. All right, that Vicky said for sure. All right, but no pressure, my friend. Just kidding, right? So, in as much as I would love to see you, live stream on top of doing your, videos and stuff. If it's too much, you don't need to. We will always be there to support you, no matter what. All right. And Reagan said, I set some items aside to detach a couple of months ago. Now I need to do something. All right. So at least you are able to do the first step, Reagan. Hats off to you, my Sparkly 2026. How do you like this one, friends? It's so cool, right? So I actually have something prepared. So, but it's just like this one. Nothing, it's very simple. It's just like a hat, like this, right? So how do I use this? Like that, and then I don't even know how to use it. Hold on, friends. Let me figure this thing out. This is so simple, and I can figure it out. So it's like you do it like this, right? So it's like that, right? So I was supposed to go just like this, right? Right? And then when I saw what they had prepared, okay, on the tables, I said, "Oh, this is way cooler, right?" And and you can even change, do you want that way or do you want it? Let me see. Go this way, or do you want it that one? Okay, or do you want no lights? So, right? So it has different settings. It's so cool. I hear you, Reagan. All right, very cool. All right, so with that, okay, I hope that your preparations and that your New Year's Eve as you welcome the new year is super awesome. All right, so maybe at this point, I just want to end the new year as well with, a prayer for everyone, if that's okay with you. All right, Lord Heavenly Father, we would like to thank you so much for an amazing year that has been. There has been a lot of unfortunate things here and abroad, health issues, financial issues, career issues. But through it all, you have prevailed, Lord. Thank you for sustaining us. Thank you for the discernment. And as we move on to 2026, Lord, I would like to commit to you everything that I do and my kids and I as a family do. And may it always be pleasing to you, Lord. And again, I thank you, Lord, for the year that has been. And we pray and commit to you the year that is to come. Again, Happy New Year, everyone! And I will see you later. Hopefully, fingers crossed, toes crossed, whatever I can cross, that I can actually go live and, bring you the actual countdown as the new year is welcomed here in the Philippines. Again, thank you so much for all the support. No words are enough to express how grateful and thankful I am to you all, especially those who took the time to really, wait for me as I have been, I know we have a saying here. American time, Filipino time. When you say American time, it means on the dot. When you say it's 9, you guys are there 5 minutes to 9, 10 minutes to 9. You are rarely late because time is really very important. Here in the Philippines, we have that kind of manyan. When you say the event is at 7, it means it's gonna start at 8, kind of thing, right? But really, that's not the intent. All right, that's not intentional when I move my live streams. And those who have been guests in my show would know that most of the time it is all about the tech, right? That's the reason why I needed to move it, right? Or maybe the traffic, but not because I just, I'll go live after 15 minutes. No, it's really that there is something that happens. And that's why I said I am truly, truly grateful, because I know that waiting is not something that is common for you guys to do. And I'm super grateful for you all. Happy New Year again, Vicky. Thank you for all the hearts. Yes, Protestant time is exactly 5 minutes late. Oh, really? Here it's so when you have an event here in the Philippines and you want them to come at the exact time that your event you want to start, you have to put in the invitation. Most of the time, though, an hour, okay, earlier, so that, because they will say, oh, no, no, not many people are there by that time, right? But this is a countdown later, so it does, start on time. I'm 15 minutes early to most things, so I'm strange. I think you guys, that's, being on time and being early is actually, I think, very polite, okay, a way of, doing things, because it just simply says that you value and you respect other people's, time, right? So again, for those who have been guests, for those who have been watching, and when I'm late, again, it is not intentional, although it's a common practice here in the Philippines, right? But for me, I know that you guys are not into that, so I really try to be on time. It's just that sometimes, or oftentimes, the tech is not with me. All right, so with that, I'm always on time or early also. Yes, that's why we always say here in the Philippines, when you want to do like set up a meeting, American time, Filipino time, right? So that would give them more or less an idea if you do have to be on time. But if you're at work, of course, work stuff like that, of course, you have to be on time. You can't be late at work, right? But when you have like events and stuff, right? So meetings with friends and stuff. So sometimes we call that like the mañana habit or so, something like that. All right. So here's somebody who would also want to say Happy New Year, because Sammy is already at the beachfront with Yaya. Hey, B-boy, come on. All right. So open your lights so they can see your lights too. Open that one, baby.
There.
Okay, there, baby. All right. Okay, come on.
Bam. Light.
Bam! Come on. Go down a little bit.
Hmm?
There you go. Happy New Year! Bye, everyone. See you on my next live stream. God bless you all.